Okay, good morning everyone. How are you all? So, my dear students, we are going to start with fractions. So, what is a fraction? A fraction is an equal part of a whole object or a set of objects in the way that it is whole object. This is a whole square and it is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. And here I have selected how many parts? 2. So, this is denoted by 2 by 4. So this is a fraction when we show how much we have selected out of whole. This is a whole object and this is a set of objects. In set of objects I have selected 1. So you need to just add relate with this concept of fractions, that a fraction is an equal part of a whole object where all the parts are equal, or set of objects where all the parts are equal. Now here also we have a triangle divided into two equal parts. So now this triangle is shown when I have selected one part. So this is the fraction for this triangle, where 1 is your numerator, which is denoting what? A part. 1, it is denoting a part of this whole object, whole triangle, and below is known as denominator. Denominator, which is showing what? 2. These are two parts of the whole triangle, so it denotes the whole object, the whole triangle, the total number of parts. Similarly here I have 3 squares. So 3 is my denominator, which is representing total number of parts, and I have selected 2. So 2 is my numerator, which is showing parts, the selected parts. So that is denominator. Numerator, which tells us the selected parts, and denominator, which tells us the total number of parts, the whole. So one condition is there in fractions, that it must have equal parts. If you want to depict an object, the equal parts of an object into fractions, it must have equal parts. If the parts are unequal, then you cannot show in terms of fraction. Okay, so fraction, it must have numerator, denominator. Numerator will tell the parts you have selected, and denominator total number of parts. Now here fractions you can depict, as I told you, it can be part of a whole or part of a set. So if it's a whole, here I have shown the triangle divided into 6 equal parts. So I have selected 2 parts of the whole rectangle. So 2 by 6, it is gray that I have selected, and with the pink color that I have selected my squares, the parts, the fraction is 4 by 6. For the part of a set, when I select the blue smileys, so my fraction is going to be 3 by 7, where 7 is the total number of smileys and 3 is the selected one. If I talk about the brown smileys that I have selected, so brown smileys are 4, so numerator will be 4 and denominator will be the total number of smileys. So the key. Now coming on to the types of fractions, these are quite easy. Proper fractions, when my numerator is smaller than the denominator, it is my proper fraction. Giving you more examples, 17 by 20, when my numerator is less than the denominator. 62, the numerator and denominator I will take 72. So improper will be what? Improper will be the opposite of proper, where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Yes, you give me the examples of improper fraction. Yes, any number you can take. 38, numerator and denominator may be 21. Okay. So proper fraction in which the numerators are less than the denominators. Improper wherein the numerators are greater than the denominators. Like fraction, see, like fractions, like identical fractions. Like fraction where all the denominators of all the fractions, look over here, you will tell me what is the common thing in all these fractions. What is the common thing in all these three fractions? Yes, 17. The denominators are equal. So when the denominators are equal, they become like fractions. And unlike fraction, when, yes, you got it right, when denominators are not equal. So I'll take the same numerators. When denominators are not equal. Coming to the next fraction, unit fraction. Unit is what? Per unit, 1 unit. So this is our clue, unit fraction. So when your numerator is 1, all these are unit fractions. All these are unit fractions. Alright. So now mixed fraction. Mixed fraction, it is basically a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. A whole number, suppose it is 4, and a proper fraction 1 by 2. Here we are going to solve sums related to mixed fraction. Then at that point of time it is going to be very easy for you to understand better why it is the combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. So I'll share with you some more examples over here. So this is a mixed fraction, 3 by 7. So it was for the introduction of fractions. Now next one, we'll move ahead with the fractions topic. Bye everyone.